Hey everybody, I am doing something a little bit different, and that is not live commentary. Why am I doing this? Because I have a little bit of a rant to go on. Not so much as a rant as much as a disappointment type thing. And you can forgive my gameplay here. This is like my third or fourth game that I've played, and I didn't know the maps or anything like that, and I was just starting to learn them. So yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's something to watch while I talk to you about some issues that I have with this. The first thing I want to address is I've been getting the question a lot of where's the Battlefield 4 multiplayer? We can see it from other people that don't seem to have any problems. Well, that's mainly because it's either on PC or PS3 or Xbox. It's definitely not coming from the PlayStation 4. Some of it, maybe, but let me tell you, they're lone wolves, and they're not squatting up with anybody more than 1-2 friends at the max. I am really disappointed how this game has been released, at least for the PlayStation 4 version. I know DICE is a good company. I know they love their game. So I am completely and honestly blaming EA for this, not DICE. Because I really don't believe DICE would release a game as broken as this is. I just can't believe that they would. And as we know, EA likes to push games out the door before they're finished and patch them later. I know a lot of publishers are following suit with that practice, and it's sickening. It's becoming more and more frequent, and it's really sickening. Well, what am I talking about by broken? Let's start with the crashing. The game is still crashing. There has not been the patch released that we were promised yet. There was promised this week. Early this week. It's not here. Haven't received it. My second issue, no pre-game lobby. Now, I mentioned this before in one of my other videos, and how can you not have a pre-game lobby? It was mentioned by one of the DICE developers. It's never been easier to play with friends. Bullshit. Absolute, total bullshit. There's no queue like there was in the beta. If you are trying to join with more than one friend, try to get... Let's say you have a clan. Unless you go into an empty server and wait for other people to join in and hope you get your clan in before it fills up, it's not going to happen. And with no queue, you're not even going to be able to sit there and wait to get into the game with your friend or friends. With this game right here, I was only able to join one friend, and it took us probably 45 minutes to get into a game together and get into a squad together. When we did get into a game together, we were never on the same squad. So I don't understand how they can say that this is definitely an easier way to go. It's not. There's no way to change your loadout before a game. You either have to do it while you know, in the middle of starting a game, or when you first start a game, or you go on battle log. I'm sorry, but I really do not want to be staring at my computer or bring a tablet in here and do it. I want to play a game. What is so difficult about wanting to play a game? It's added crap that is not needed. It's EA again saying, hey, we want people to use Origin more. Don't need it. Don't want it. Put it back on the main menu like it's always been, where you can change it before a game and be happy. I mean, it was the easiest way to do things. Oy. And the biggest thing right now is there's no 64-player maps or Conquest of any kind. Domination is the only thing that's the closest thing to what you're seeing here is the closest thing to a Conquest type map. But the 64 player maps aren't working. It's insane. And the other issue that I do have right now is the PS4's chat audio out settings. On the PS3, you could set it to your system default, which in my case would have been optical. And it was great for recording chat during multiplayer games. The PS4 does not have that, so I'm trying to work around a way. I'm hoping that that might be patched later on in the future. But as for right now, we're going to have to probably just try and use Skype and then record the Skype chat. I really don't like to do that. I'd rather capture it straight from the game, but the audio is also really weird on the PS4. I'm sure that's going to be patched later too. But the chat is extremely quiet. Even pumped out to full volume, it's very, very hard to hear. And just some things that I'm not happy with. Of course, that's not anything to do with DICE or EA's fault or anything. That's a PS4 thing. But yeah, a lot of issues. Not happy with how this game is currently in its current state on the PlayStation 4. I can only hope that for the people that are buying an Xbox One and are looking forward to playing Battlefield 4 are able to do so in an easier fashion and have all the features that were promised, really, from launch. And I know PC is having also a lot of issues with crashing, and they're trying to patch that also. It's not pretty. The gameplay when you're in a game, yeah, it's fine. It works great. Happy with the gameplay part of it, but it's missing the biggest thing for the next generation, the 64 player maps that we were promised. And I think that's the biggest disappointment. Some people are not probably worried too much about the Conquest, not having Conquest because they don't play it. That's pretty much all we play. Conquest is our favorite game mode. I know Rush is another popular one, and we played a lot of Rush in Bad Company 2. And it can be fun. It can be great, but this is it's broken. Why they would release this, I can't say. I'm very disappointed. I know a lot of others are very disappointed. And honestly, there's no reason for it. It never should have been released when it was at least the PlayStation 4 version. I'm not sure because I didn't play it on the PS3. I didn't buy it for the PS3. So I can't comment on that. But I hope it's working better than this. I know there's no 64 player maps on there, but at least it's operational. But then again, it's still hard to play with friends. The whole point of Battlefield is to play with a squad, to play with your friends. And right now, this is the hardest Battlefield game to play with your friends. So I'll just leave it with that, and that is the main reason why it may be a while before you see any Battlefield 4 multiplayer, because until they fix a lot of these issues I mentioned, I'm not going to be playing it. Plain and simple. I paid $60 for a game. I did not buy that extra content for premium because of this issue. Until they get a pregame lobby or make it where it is easy to join friends like they promised, and 64 player maps and Conquest, I have to just wait like a lot of other people. So that's my mini rant. Disappointment, and I hope that they can fix this as soon as they possibly can so we can play. That's all I want. That's all a lot of other people want. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll see you in the next game.
out on the